Hi, welcome to this sparkly life. I'm Krista, your guide on this ride. So do you have a lot of plans and you just can't get them done? Do you have grand ideas and little follow through? Do you just think you can save the world, but sometimes you can't even save yourself? Same girl, same. I'm right there. I am on the little struggle bus. It's a short bus because I come up with all these plans. Actually, I haven't made a video in about a month, which is weird because I have the time. I just haven't been doing it. And what I found is I'm starting to go to bed later. I'm starting to wake up later. I'm starting to kind of spread myself thin and then get overwhelmed and not do anything. And what I've been coming to realize, as much as I hate to say it, because I fucking hate this, I need a routine. My husband says it all the time. He's a little rain man, and he wants to do certain things on certain days, and he does certain things every morning. He just gets up and does them. And for me, everything has to be a task or it's not getting done. There's not a lot of intuitive things getting done in my world. If you don't know me, I'm Krista. I have ADHD, and I was unemployed last year after 21 years at the same company. I got laid off, and I'm reinventing myself. I'm 55, and this is weird. This is like this whole world I never thought I'd have to deal with. I was comfortable. Did I love it? Was I like, this is the best thing ever? Maybe not, but it was comfortable. And all those anxieties and fears and ADHD blah, blah, blahs didn't exist because someone was telling me what the fuck to do Monday through Friday, like 8 to 5. And then the rest of the time was easier to figure out too, because there's only so much time, so you can only do a certain amount of things. And then you didn't dream big because there was no point. But now I'm dreaming big. I'm reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, written in 1937. It's a fabulous book. And it is a little bit about manifestation, but it's really about just creating the life you want. So I've been reading that. And I even got my mantra of my divine purpose. And I am not reading it every day like I'm supposed to. So I've come to the conclusion that I should try a routine. Routines work for some people. They don't work for other people. Do I need to be flexible with my routine? Maybe. I'm really good at picking the things off my to-do list if I'm up and motivated. What is this elusive motivation you talk about? This ether thingy, Bobby, that I don't know about. I don't know motivation. I know caffeine. I know adrenaline. I know obsession. Motivation, though? Okay. So I need a routine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to brain dump, and that's one of my favorite ADHD things to do. Just get what's in here out to sea, not to the ocean, but so I can see it. And then I'm going to put them maybe in an order. I'm going to have a bedtime and a wake up time. That's what I did when I had the 9 to 5, 8 to whatever, right? I say 8 to 5 because that includes get up and get ready, but it was more of a 9 to 5 kind of a gig for the most part. Sometimes 9 to 7, who knows? Whew, we're gonna make a routine. We're gonna do this. So today is August 20th. This is my board, my brain dump board. So what are the things that Krista needs to do every day? If you're at home and you're doing something similar, write down the things that you need to do every day. Here's your goal, here's the things you want to do. Here's the things you need to do. Here's your plan. Here's your blah. But what are the things? And then I need to time block it. People do this all the time, apparently. I used to do it when I had a job, and then I would be like, oh, I'm done at this time. If I wasn't going to a meeting, I have 4 hours to do whatever. Even if it's just watch TV, plan for it. It's okay to watch TV. It's not okay to just stay on the couch forever and not do anything. I'm looking right at a bag of hair products that I meant to give away months ago. And I called the person who I was going to give them to. She's like, oh, I'm not bleaching my hair anymore. They've been sitting there for 2 months. I need to get rid of that. However, it's not on the thing today. That's not the thing. The thing could be cleaning. I'm going to write that down. So I need to clean, declutter. These are two different things. Cleaning is picking up after yourself and doing dishes and your laundry. Decluttering is focused time where you go in and you reorganize things and you get rid of the things you don't need. I have a whole crafty room over there that I have cleaned so many times, but I don't ever really fully declutter it. I gotta start decluttering because the clutter in my home is cluttering my brain and it's keeping me from getting done the things I want to do. I had a cat and she died last year right after I found out I was getting laid off. It was very sad, but my cat was old and she used to pee on things sometimes, and she would pee on something and I'd be like, oh, I guess I'm getting rid of it. But other than that, I never want to get rid of anything. I am a hoarder to my core. I grew up in instability and lack and insecurity, and we never knew sometimes where the money was coming from, and my parents were always scared of money. Which is why I'm reading Think and Grow Rich. Next, I'm going to read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I have to change my mindset about what money means and what success means to me. However, that's where the hoarding is, that I need to get rid of things. So my friend sent me this. She also has ADHD. We're like BFFs, and like we're both like share a brain and completely opposite. It's the most bizarre thing, but I love her so much. She sent me a thing that said this whole Spark Joy Marie Kondo thing doesn't work for the ADHD because everything brings us joy in the moment, which is so true. I looked at everything. This Kiss shirt brings me joy, not getting rid of it. But then you say, if somebody pooped on it, would I wash it? Would I take the time? And it has to be like either a wild animal or cat pee or stranger poop. It can't be like your own poop, because that's different. Because like I would wash my own out, like, to be honest. But I would not wash strangers' poop out of this Kiss shirt. But then if I go by that, I would probably just throw away everything I own. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to like, well, maybe my own poop is the right analogy there. Cause like, I have a sweatshirt over there that has a stain on it. And if I pooped on that, I would just get rid of it. I don't mean literally poop on things. I'm not crazy. Hey, here comes my dog. Hi, bud. Well, that's debatable. But I'm not gonna poop on things. However, if I did, let's like hypothetically say I pooped on that sweatshirt, would I wash it or would I just throw it away? It could also be mold, because I have been known to throw away dishes that are moldy. Moldy poop, there we go. If that was my moldy poop, I would throw, kind of even just grosses me out thinking about it. I would throw it away. So as I start de-hoarding, I'm gonna start thinking about that. Cat pee, moldy poop, radiation. No, just kidding. I would get rid of it if it had like nuclear fallout on it. So what do I have to do every day? I need to do these things every day. Even if it's just like where you set a timer and you declutter for 10 minutes after a whole week, if you do it every day except Sunday, because that's Lord's Day. I mean, probably I would do it Sunday, but that's like an hour of decluttering that you wouldn't have done. And I know my hour in a rush is like, no, sorry. My ADHD hyperfocus 10 minutes is like somebody else's half hour. So if I'm doing 10 minutes, ADHD math means I cleaned for 2.5 hours. Cool. Declutter, clean, workout. I need to work out every day. It either needs to be climbing or weights or some sort of mobility and stretching. There is no days off because my body is old and I need to move it. And then I need to do one alternative treatment. One treatment. What do I mean by that? I mean sauna, I mean hot tub, I mean red light with the vibration plate, or I have Planet Fitness, so I can do like the vibration plate red light, I can do a massage chair, I can do the cold therapy at the one Planet Fitness. I have a chi machine myself, which just shakes your legs. And so something like that. I need to do one of those a day, right? At least one. And I want to do the morning lymphatic workout. It literally takes 10 minutes. So I think the morning lymph workout. So it's 3 movements a day. Morning, lymph workout. This is something I designed for myself after reading a bunch of things and following different people on different social platforms, and then using like AI tools and learns, and I put it together, this simple thing. You do it 2 or 3 rounds. Takes literally like 5 to 10 minutes depending on how much you do, but it really just wakes up your whole body. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I'm working on, I'm gonna do 75 my way. That's what this is about. My routine and schedule is going to be 75 my way. Now, I've tried 75 hard like 20 times and can't do it. I cannot drink a gallon of water. I can't drink a gallon of water. Not without electrolytes. Now, I had already have this thing, you know, like why I want to do this morning lymphatic thing. There's something different about my veins. It's not necessarily wrong. But like, it's why I get winded really fast. I mean, I've looked all into this. I've had doctors check me out. I'm not like crazy just making shit up. It's not exercise-induced asthma. It's a thing with my veins. It's why I have pudgy ankles and like extra right here. Yeah, it's a little bit because I gained and lost weight, but it's not all. It is like my circulation system isn't quite on jam, and it works really good, but I might have like flexi veins. I don't know if that's a medical term. Doesn't fucking matter. The point is, if I literally passed out and had to go to the ER the last time I tried 75 hard from drinking that fucking gallon of water, and I was on Wegovy, so not eating a lot and drinking water, I flushed all my electrolytes out. So I have to drink electrolytes. Now the 75 purists say you can't. So I'm gonna do 75 my way. And I'm not gonna do 2 45-minute workouts because it doesn't work with me and my schedule. I'm gonna do 1 workout, 1 treatment, and this thing. So it's actually 4 movements a day. Is it 2 45 minutes? No. This will take me about 15 minutes, about 10 minutes. This can take anywhere from like 15 minutes to 45 minutes. Like if I do a sauna, it's gonna be an hour. If I do the chi thing, it's 5 minutes. So this is, and then 1 workout. Could be climbing, which is my fave, or weights, but different workout than these other things. See? Okay, then every day I'm gonna do classes and coach things. Every day I'm gonna film, edit, post. Classes, coach thing, what is that? Well, I'm taking life coach classes and I need to finish taking my classes. I also need to get my website set up, my coach accountable set up, work with my beta clients. So it may not be a class that day. It might be beta clients and working on coach accountable, and then film, edit, post every day. But it might be one day I edit, the next day I film, or film, the next day edit, the next day post. But every day I'm gonna do one of these. Now I'm gonna give myself a break on the weekends because this is a Monday through Friday thing. On the weekends, I can continue to do this or not, because weekends are time I spend with my husband and my family, and I still probably want to do these movement things. Maybe not the workout, but definitely the morning lymph and the dog walk, right? So I didn't know if they heard me. So we're going to put that into place. So again, the schedule, 75 my way. And I want to do it for 75 days. That's the kicker with the 75 hard, is you're consistent through the 75 days. But they have this thing like you have to take a picture of yourself every day. And then if you don't take your picture, you have to start over. Or if you do like 1 45-minute workout and 1 40-minute workout, you start over. Well, I'm working the Atomic Habits version of 75 my way, that if I make the attempt and I don't finish, like if I clean for 5 minutes one day because for whatever, it's not 10, I still get credit because I cleaned. So as long as the attempt is made. Like if I go to the Planet Fitness and I do like 3 machines and then I'm tired, or I go to the climbing gym and do 2 runs and be like, I'm done, and then I go sit on the massage chair twice, or like the red light, like it counts. I'm not gonna not be counting shit. And I get it. That's 75 hard. I have a whole theory about a Bugatti, which is a car that, like, we don't all want that. I don't need to be a power millionaire CEO person. So like what he does with 75 Hard, I'm referring to Andy Frisella, if you don't know or have not heard of 75 Hard. He's like a CEO, multimillionaire of many companies. I'm just like a person trying to pay my bills and want a better life. Not even a better life, like my life's really good. I just want to be a better version of myself and like be a contributing member of society. So, and make some more money. I mean, I'm not gonna lie on that. Like eventually I would like to make money. But we all don't need a Bugatti. I have a paid off Toyota Tacoma. I don't need a bigger car. I don't need a different car. I don't need a new Toyota. I have a 2023. It's the Gen 3 version of the Tacoma, and it's so cute and adorable. Mine's blacked out, and I'm getting stars put on it because that's what I want. I don't need a Bugatti. I don't need 17 sports cars and 5 Harleys. And if that's what Andy wants, he needs to do 75 Hard, and he needs to live up to all that hype and stuff, right? I just want to be a good person, have some fun, make some money, help people. Be a good person. That's like number one. Just be a good person. Yeah. Be a good person. That even is debatable, like what means a good person. I'm not going to debate it. I'm not mean to people. I rarely gossip. I have opinions and I share them with certain people, but I don't run amok with my mouth. I have opinions because I was born in 1970 and like I just think the 80s were the best. So like I have some opinions. Dead air, don't have dead air. Dead air, 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 dead air. So did I put everything on here? Oh, also, AG1. I started taking that. I'm on day 3 of taking AG1, plus meds, plus vitamins, plus good eats. So every day I want to make sure I'm taking care of my internal stuff too, right? That I am going to make sure I'm taking, like I did today. First thing I did, drank some warm water and went and got sunlight on my eyes. Then I drank my AG1. Then I drank my coffee, and then around 11 I had something to eat. I think it's like 1:30 now. This is 2 shots over ice with a quality protein drink in it. It's the one I got from Costco that does not contain seed oils, and it's from like the A1 cows or the something 1, 2. It's like a letter and a number kind of cow that's better than the other cow. It's cow. And it's about moderation. Like, yeah, I'm drinking out of plastic, and yes, I'm drinking a pre-made protein drink, but I'm also getting my protein and doing the things. So moderation, that's, you know, except with like alcohol and drugs, moderation works for me. That's why I'm sober, 23 years, clean and sober. All right, so did I write everything down that I need to do? Clean my house, declutter, work out, do 1 treatment, morning lymph workout, which I didn't do today, so tomorrow will be my first full day. I can't go back in time and do it. Like, I mean, technically maybe I could, but it's not morning. Like, the point's to wake up. But that, do this. So now let's kind of give it some time. So like, I think each of these things needs 3 hours. And then this needs an hour. So that's 7 hours, right? 7 hours, and I used to work 8 hours a day plus travel and lunch. So like, this is what I can do. Oh, also acting. So we didn't put that anywhere. So I think acting could be 30 minutes a day. meaning that I'll look at some call boards, and then if something comes up and I want to audition, I can move some of this film time to the acting time. I feel like that's appropriate. Like if I need to learn lines and stuff. This still. Okay, so let's say working out a treatment morning, all this also takes 1.5 hours. Then I'm gonna add in an hour of drive time. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. That's 10 hours a day. Now that feels like too much. What time am I getting up? What time am I getting up to get this done? Like if I'm in bed at 11. Oh, something I forgot also is pray. And that's going to be about 30. My husband and I pray and meditate together in the mornings. So I have to have that time in there. He gets up at 7:30. So what time do I want to get up? Do I want to get up at 7:30, same as him? I can do the morning lymph, do that. He, by 8, start the rest of it. Not every day is going to look the same either, because like, I do like to go to the climbing gym, but that's a half hour away. So that's like a whole thing, a chunk of time. Yeah, well, I'm not going to worry about the exact hours today, but what I am going to do is start scheduling these things out in my day planner in timeline order. But as long as I know the big chunks of the 75 my way, I think that's going to be great. Also, 75 is a little over 2 months. By the time that is done, I will have run out of unemployment and I will be renting out my vacation home and hopefully at that point having paid coach clients. I say that because part of my journey is to be self-sufficient, but without working at a corporate giant. And there isn't anything wrong with corporate giants. I worked for a corporate giant for a really long time. And it was stable and good until it wasn't. I mean, it is what it is. They afforded me great health insurance and money and time off so that I could play roller derby around the world. And I did. In the pandemic, I worked from home and I stayed working from home. They, you know, like good. I don't want to badmouth them. You can make your own opinions on it. Everyone does. We live in America. We're allowed to have our own opinions on things. I also think just like people change, companies change. The company that I left is not the company I started working for. Also, in the middle, it was a different company too. Depending on your CEO, it's going to be different. Depending on the world climate where you work is going to be different. Depending on the economy, like, ugh. So I'm not upset or angry anymore. I was for a little while, but it is what it is. And here I am today. And I'm making plans and I'm moving forward. And I have learned so much. What have I learned? Let's talk about that for a minute. I've taken all these classes online that are free. A couple that are paid for. So I learned how to format a book to put on KDP Publishing, which is Amazon Print on Demand. I learned how to copyright a book. I learned how to put a book on Ingram Spark. I learned how to market. I've learned how to edit videos. I've learned how to film, and I'm not editing this video, but I do know some more things. I've taken acting classes. I've been in a short film. I've published 2 kids' books, a few coloring books. I have coloring books actually sold in some store in Eastern Washington. So these are all things I've learned. I've learned a whole lot about manifestation. I've learned about myself. I'm just finding all these really great things. I've learned how to work the medical system and get healthcare without having health insurance in Washington State. It's very hard, but I figured it out. And I'm going to now learn how to rent out a home. So I am learning and growing. I feel happier than I felt in a very long time. I feel like my faith in God has grown so much since I've been unemployed. My husband and I are getting along so much better. The headaches I used to have for 4 years that were unexplainable are gone. Like, I've gone to the UW headache clinic. I've had CT scans and MRIs and injections and weird alternative therapies, and nobody could fix my headaches after leaving the corporate world. Now, I think this is partly my posture because I'm not like this so much. That's another reason why I need to break this up. I can't sit at the desk for 6 hours. But the headaches are gone. So say what you will. Like, life will throw shit at us and we have to like dodge shit, or I don't know. I don't know an analogy there, but you work with what you got, and that's what I'm doing. I am working with what I have, and I'm building something I think amazing. So be on the lookout for my new podcast coming soon called This Sparkly Life. I've already filmed the first episode. I'm still working on the editing because using a multi-camera edit is a little tricky. And just be on the lookout for the new things coming from This Sparkly Life. And I'm very excited about this journey. I'm very excited for everybody who's coming along. I'm very excited for 75 My Way. I think that's going to be a really big, important part of my life. And I don't really know how to explain that other than I am working on my discipline. I just need a different discipline than a CEO who makes millions of dollars and drives a Bugatti and somebody makes his food and cleans his house. And I know there are 5-foot tall women who drink a gallon of water a day. God love you. I can't do it. My doctor said don't do it. I fainted. So 75 My Way. And I'm not going to take a picture every day because mine isn't about how I look. So I might maybe take a picture once a week or whatever, but mine isn't a physical transformation that I'm going through. And he always says it's not a weight loss journey, but makes you take a picture. So like, whatever. Be consistent. Thank you for watching. If you're here, bless you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and watch as I go on my 75 My Way journey, and follow along with This Sparkly Life, and be on the lookout for the new podcast launching soon, which I'm so excited about. All right. Well, you have a great day. Take care. Bye.